Wayne here, the RV Geeker, and today we are going to replace my old 6-volt golf cart batteries right here with my new Dumfume UN3480 lithium ion battery. I've been meaning to do this for years, just never got around to it. So today I'm going to be doing it. And a couple things. First of all, what I've done so far, I've cut off the main power to my RV, my travel trailer. But more importantly, I've shut off and disconnected the propane. Propane and electricity usually don't go well together. So you want to make sure if your batteries are anywhere close to your propane tank, you want to make sure that you disconnect that. And a little bit of a note here, I bought these golf cart batteries at Costco, the Interstate batteries, on December of 2022. It is now April, almost May of 2026, so these are long overdue. These last usually about 2 to 3 years, and so it's time to replace them. I'm going to replace them with my Dumfume, and let's get to it. Now, quick note, I was originally going to install my new lithium battery inside my travel trailer instead of inside this this box here, but as you saw in my last video, we just sold our house, and we're literally living out of this travel trailer, and so there's really not enough room to do all that right now since we're packed solid. But eventually I'm going to move the LiFePO4 battery inside, because it's just a whole lot better, keeps it from the weather. Right now in the spring in Texas, it's not too bad, and it's covered too as well. There's a cover on top, so I think we're going to be okay with it. But usually you want your lithium batteries inside if at all possible, and I got an inverter on the way too, should arrive today, that I'm going to hook everything up inside really nice, and it's going to be my permanent setup is there. But for now, we're just going to put this inside here. It should fit in the box, no problem at all. I already did the measurements for it before I bought it, and we should be okay to go on that one. I know one thing you got to be careful of. They put the bolts for the terminals right here on this foam here, so it's on the outside of the box. The bolts are in for the terminal or in the foam, so they can be easy to miss, so make sure you take note of that and grab those. Don't lose those. You'll need those. All right, this weighs about 57 pounds, so a little head on the heavy side, but it's not too bad at all. Got the power turned off, double checked on that, and get ready to disconnect the old golf cart batteries. You may need some pliers and maybe a little WD-40 here to loosen all the terminals here, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, we got the old golf cart batteries removed. Now we're going to put in the new Dumfume LiFePO4 battery. Now, I ran into something here pretty interesting. My battery box is a little big for this puppy. I got probably about a good 6 to 8 inches of space here. I need to fill this up with something. I'm thinking like maybe a wood block or a couple 2x4s here cut to do that. So I'll have to run over to the local hardware store or Home Depot to see if they can cut a couple of scrap pieces of wood for me, or maybe they may have something here at the RV park. I'll ask around. I just need like maybe 5-6 inches of wood just to kind of keep it from sliding back and forth. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, installation is complete. Let me show you what we got going on here. I simply connected the positive red and the negative black to the battery, and again I'm going to find something here, some block of wood, bricks or something to fill up this space right here. We don't want that sliding back and forth while we travel. Now that would not be good, so I will take care of that. But in the meantime, it looks pretty dang good. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it back to power and see what we got. All right, the power's back on and we're running strictly off the battery. I don't have any shore power going on, but take a look at this. This is interesting. My battery power right there, if you can see that, 12.8. And for a battery, it's just out of the box. It hasn't been charged yet. We're going to do that here because you want it charged up. Usually my understanding is on these batteries, they have them at 50% charge. So if that's 50% charge, that's pretty dang good. And in fact, most of my fully charged batteries, the highest they've gotten in the past is maybe 12.3 or 12.4. And so this is a huge improvement already. So we're going to fire up the shore power and get this baby charged up. All right, little heads up here. Before you purchase a LiFePO4 battery or a lithium battery for your RV or travel trailer, make sure you have a converter that supports it. Now, most converters or RVs made in the last 5 to 10 years support it, but you need to check to make sure, because if your RV and converter does not support lithium, you got to buy a new converter. There's no way to add a lithium battery unless you buy a new converter. So on mine, right here, on Wolfie, it says right here, if you can read it, right there, safe for lithium ion. So we are good to go here. So again, make sure your converter supports lithium batteries. Little note here. After checking the owner's manual after I installed it, yeah, I'm one of those type of people, I noticed one thing right here. Notice how I said at 12 point, on the voltage check, 12.9 was fully charged or half charged. Well, that's not exactly right. It's about 20% charge, say 30, based on your charger here or your battery meter. So I'm saying about 30% it was charged. So 12.9, if you see that after installing your lithium battery, that's not good. It needs to be, to 100%, it needs to be about 13.5 charges. Full charge voltage, 13.5. So yeah, we got this about 20-30% charge, which is about the normal. Now lithium batteries, especially one that's 300 amp hours, it's going to take a while to charge. So I'm going to give this a couple of days on our converter, which automatically charges it when you connect it to shore power. That's a good thing. So I'm going to let the shore power run for a couple of days. Then I'm going to shut off the shore power. Beg my pardon. We're going to shut off the shore power and give it another test. So we have the shore power turned back on, and it seems to be doing pretty well here. I got the little red and black caps on here to protect the terminals. And again, I'll see about filling up this empty space here with something. Man, I see a couple bricks over there. I don't know, I may check into that. All right, take care. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And so again, thanks again, and we hope to see you on down the road. Till then, happy traveling.